All right, well, welcome to Sadlier Unit 3. If you recall, you need to go to, after you log in, go to the little books, and you'll be on this screen, and then you'll go to Unit 3. I would like you to take a few minutes to listen to the unit passage. It's, as you can see, almost 4 minutes long, and if you can scroll down and listen to the words and how they're used, it will really help you to be able to use the words and know what they mean. When you're finished with that, you're going to go back and you're going to go to definitions. Now I'll have the paper available for you in class. It's a yellow one this time, and you'll fill it out as you're listening to this screencast. If you want to take a few moments and write all the words down, you can, but remember to spread them out a little bit so that as you go through, you can put the accent mark in the correct place. So the first word is animated. And you'll notice that the accent mark goes right here after the an, so it's animated. Don't forget to write down that it is an adjective, and read through the synonyms, the antonyms, and the sample sentence. The next word is to brood. A brood, rather. Brood can also be a verb, as you can see down below. Brood, as a noun, is a family of young animals, especially birds. And there's, because it's only one syllable, there are no accent marks. Also, brood can be a verb, and it's to think over in a worried and unhappy way, like to meditate, to worry over something, or to agonize. Constituent is a noun. That's a word that's very popular in the news today. Constituent. So you'll see that the accent mark is on the stit part of the word. And it's an essential part, or a voter who elects a representative, as we are about to do as well. Culminate. Culminate, the accent mark goes on the cul part of the word. Culminate is a verb, and it means to reach a high point of development. Like the election cycle will culminate in voters or constituents going to the voting booth and voting. The next word is downright, and you can see that it can be used as both an adverb and an adjective. So you'll also notice that the accent mark is here on the down part, no matter which way you use it. So it can either mean thoroughly, like downright mean, as in this sentence, or it can mean absolute or complete, as in the actor felt like a downright fool. Drone. Now a drone can be a noun or a verb, and because it's a one-syllable word, we don't have accent marks on this one. But drone can be a loafer, an idler. It can also be the kind of drone that we hear about so much in the news, a remote control device, or a male bee. Drone as a verb is to make a buzzing sound, like the sound of my voice feels like it's droning on and on. To goad. Goad is a verb and it's a noun. Again, it's a one-syllable word, so there's no accent mark. It can mean to drive or urge on, or something used to drive or urge on. Make sure you're stopping to look at the sentences, the antonyms, and the synonyms. The next word is hanker. This isn't a word you're going to find used a lot around here now, but it's a verb, and it means to long for or to desire. Like, boy, I'm really hankering for some Emma's chocolate chip scones. All right, you'll see that the accent mark is on the hang part, so you might put it after the han. Indulge. So it's on the accent marks on the dulge part of it, to indulge, and it means to give in to a wish or desire, or to give oneself up to something. So if you indulge in some self-pity, or if you indulge a child by giving him or her a popsicle every now and again. Literate. The accent marks on the lit part. It's an adjective, and you are literate, and you practice literacy all the time. Make sure you're reading the sentence and the antonyms and synonyms. If you need to hit the pause button, go ahead and do that. Loom. A loom can be either a verb or a noun. Because it's a one-syllable word, we don't have to worry about the accent marks. That is a nice part of this list. So to loom is to come into view, like the zombie loomed onto our horizon. Or a loom, a machine for weaving. Luster, lus is where the accent is, and it's the quality of giving off brightness or light or even glitter. Miscellaneous, the lay part is where we have our accent, and it just means mixture of different kinds. This word is often abbreviated MISC because people are lazy and they don't really want to spell the rest of it. Oration, the ray part gets the accent mark here, as you can see right here. It's a public speech for a formal occasion. Cicero's oration in the Roman Senate are still studied by speakers today. Peevish. If you're really just cranky and salty and irritable, you could be described as being peevish, and the accent marks goes on the P part. Yeah, it really does. Seethe. Again, a one-syllable word. It's a verb. It can mean to boil or foam, like a wound can seethe, and also to be excited or disturbed. So mother would seethe with rage each time she learned that a dog had been mistreated. Churn, simmer, stew. Okay, almost done. To singe. Singe can be a verb or it can be a noun. If it's a verb, it means to burn slightly, like if you get too close to the fire, you can singe your eyebrows. That also means to scorch or to char. Singe as a noun is a burn at the end or edges. A singe from a cigar ash had destroyed the last word in the document. Unique, the accent is on the second part of the word. So sorry, not sure where I left off there, but unique is accented at the very end of the word. It's an adjective, and of course it only means one of a kind or something that's really unusual. Upright, up is the accented part of it. Upright can be an adjective or an adverb. You can see both ways. It basically means vertical. And verify. Ver is the accented part of that. Verify means to establish the truth or accuracy of or confirm, and it is a verb. Okay, so we're going to go back, follow our arrow here. You're going to be completing the choosing the right word, the synonyms, the antonyms, the completing the sentence, and the vocabulary in context, literary text. You may skip writing words in action. I'm not assigning that one. And you can do any of these other additional practices that you want to. If you haven't been doing very well on Sadlier, for example, if you've been getting anything below a 22 out of 25 on the quizzes, I would really suggest picking up 3 or 4 more of these additional practices, and even working with the games and the study aids or the graphic organizers in order to help make your scores a little bit better. Watch the due dates, fill out the whole side of the yellow sheet, and be ready to turn it in on the due date. Thanks.